Welcome to Improve English with Podcast. I'm very happy you're here today. Today's topic is something many English learners feel nervous about, talking about money, especially during a job interview. It can feel uncomfortable. You may worry about sounding rude or too direct, or even too shy. But this is a very important life skill. And today, we will practice it together in a calm and simple way.
Yeah, I already feel nervous just thinking about it. Talking about salary feels scary.
That's very normal, Chad. Many people feel the same way. Even native speakers feel uncomfortable sometimes. But here's the truth. Talking about salary is not rude. It is professional. You are not asking for a favor. You are discussing your value.
Discussing your value. That sounds better already.
Exactly. It's all about mindset. Today, we will help you feel more confident, use polite English, and handle real interview situations.
Okay, I really need this because honestly, if someone asks me about salary in English, I panic.
That's why we're here. Let's start with a simple situation. You are in a job interview. Everything is going well. Then the interviewer asks, "What are your salary expectations?"
Oh no, that question.
Yes, that question. So, Chad, what would you say right now?
Maybe, I don't know, anything is okay.
That sounds polite, but it's not a strong answer.
Yeah, I guess it sounds like I don't care.
Exactly. And it may make you seem unsure. Instead, we want to sound polite, confident, and prepared. Let's try a better sentence. You can say, "I'm open to discussing salary based on the responsibilities of the role."
That sounds more professional.
Yes, you are not giving a number yet, but you show that you are ready to talk.
So I don't have to say a number immediately.
Not always. Sometimes it's better to wait. You can first learn more about the job, then discuss salary.
That makes me feel less pressure already.
Good. Now let's practice another situation. The interviewer asks again, "Can you give us a salary range?"
Okay, now I really need to answer.
Yes, and this time we can give a range. Here's a simple and polite way. Based on my experience, I'm looking for something between $800 and $1,000 per month.
Oh, that sounds clear. Not too strong, not too weak.
Exactly. You're showing your expectation clearly, but still staying flexible.
What if I'm afraid my number is too high?
That's a very real fear. You can soften your answer like this. "I'm looking for something in that range, but I'm open to discussion."
Open to discussion. That sounds very safe.
Yes, it keeps the conversation friendly. Now let's talk about an emotional moment. Imagine this. You really want the job, but the salary is lower than you expected.
Yeah, that's difficult.
What would you say?
Maybe, okay, I accept.
You can accept, but you should still express your thoughts politely. Here's a better way. "Thank you for the offer. I was hoping for a slightly higher salary. Is there any flexibility?"
Oh, wow. That sounds polite but honest.
Exactly. You are not rejecting the offer. You are opening a conversation.
I like that.
Let's break that sentence down a little bit. "Thank you for the offer." This shows appreciation. "I was hoping for." This sounds softer than "I want." "Is there any flexibility?" This invites discussion.
So I'm not demanding, I'm asking.
Yes, and that's the key. Now let's do a small speaking practice. I'll say a situation, you try to respond.
Okay, I'm ready.
The interviewer says, "We can offer you $700 per month."
Thank you for the offer. I was hoping for a higher salary. Is there any flexibility?
Excellent. Very natural, very professional.
I feel like a different person already.
That's the power of practice. Now let's go deeper. Sometimes salary is not the only thing. There are also benefits. For example, bonus, vacation days, health insurance.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yes, even if the salary is fixed, you can still negotiate benefits.
So, how do I ask about that?
You can say, could we also discuss the benefits package?
Hmm, benefits package. That sounds professional.
Yes, it includes everything besides salary. Now let's try a full conversation. I'll be the interviewer, you respond.
Okay, let's try.
We're offering you $800 per month for this position.
Thank you for the offer. I was hoping for a higher salary. Is there any flexibility?
Unfortunately, the salary is fixed.
Okay. Could we also discuss the benefits package?
Perfect. You stayed calm, you stayed polite, and you continued the conversation.
That feels really good.
Now let's talk about something important. Confidence. Not loud confidence, not aggressive confidence, but calm confidence.
What does that mean exactly?
It means you respect yourself and you respect the other person. You speak clearly, you don't rush, you don't apologize too much.
I always say sorry too much.
That's very common. Instead of saying, sorry, can I ask about salary? You can say, I'd like to ask about the salary.
Oh, that sounds stronger.
Yes, no need to say sorry. You're not doing anything wrong.
That changes how I feel already.
Good. Now let's imagine another situation. You are asked, what is your current salary?
Oh, that's tricky.
Yes, it can be. You can answer honestly, or you can answer carefully. Here's a safe response. I'm currently earning around $600, but I'm looking for growth in my next role.
Ah, so I answer but also show I want more.
Exactly. You are not stuck in the past, you are looking forward.
I like that.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I'm currently earning around $600,
I'm currently earning around $600,
but I'm looking for growth in my next role.
but I'm looking for growth in my next role.
Great. Now say the full sentence.
I'm currently earning around $600, but I'm looking for growth in my next role.
Very natural. Now I want you to notice something. Your voice matters, not just your words.
What do you mean?
If you sound unsure, even good English can feel weak. But if you speak calmly, even simple English sounds strong.
So I don't need perfect English.
No, you need clear and calm English.
That makes me feel better.
Good. Now let's continue with another real-life moment. You receive a job offer by email, but you want to negotiate. What do you do?
Maybe I just accept.
You can, but you can also reply politely. Here's an example. Thank you for the offer. I'm very interested in the role. I was wondering if there is room to discuss the salary.
Oh, that sounds very polite.
Yes, you show interest first, then you ask.
So I'm not demanding, I'm asking.
Yes, and that's the key. Now, let's pause for a moment. Gentle tone. If you are listening right now, I want you to think about this question. Do you feel nervous talking about money in English?
Definitely I do.
That's okay. Today, you are learning how to handle it, step by step, and you are doing very well.
I feel like something is changing. Before, I thought salary talk was uncomfortable. Now it feels more like a skill.
That's a beautiful way to say it. It is a skill, and like any skill, it becomes easier with practice. Let's continue with a deeper situation. Imagine this. You are in the second interview. The company really likes you. You can feel it.
That sounds good, but also stressful.
Yes, because now the conversation becomes more serious. The interviewer says, "We're very interested in moving forward with you."
My heart would start beating fast.
That's normal. Then they say, "Let's talk about your compensation."
Okay, this is the moment.
Exactly. Now, instead of reacting quickly, you can slow down and guide the conversation. Here's a powerful sentence. "Thank you. I'm really excited about the opportunity. Could you share the budget range for this role?"
Oh, so I ask them first.
Yes. Sometimes it's smart to let the company speak first,
Why is that helpful?
because they may offer more than you expected, or at least you understand their range.
That makes sense.
Also, it shows confidence. You are not afraid to talk about money.
I like that approach.
Now imagine they reply, "The range for this role is between $800 and $900.
Okay, now I know their range.
Yes, now you can respond in different ways. If you're happy, you can say, "That sounds reasonable. I'd be happy to continue the discussion."
Simple and positive.
Exactly. But what if you want a little more?
Yeah, what if I want $1,000?
Then you can say, "Thank you for sharing that. Based on my experience and skills, I was hoping for something closer to $1,000. Is there any flexibility?"
That sounds confident but not aggressive.
That's the goal. You are expressing your value, not demanding, not apologizing.
I notice you always say, based on my experience.
Good observation. That phrase is very important. It shows that your request is not random. It is based on something real.
So I should always connect my salary to my skills?
Yes, that makes your request stronger. Let's build a sentence together. Tell me your skill.
Let's say I have 3 years of experience in customer service.
Great. Now say, "Based on my 3 years of experience in customer service,
Based on my 3 years of experience in customer service,
based on my 3 years of experience in customer service, I was hoping for a salary in the higher range."
I was hoping for a salary in the higher range.
Perfect. Now say the full sentence.
Based on my 3 years of experience in customer service, I was hoping for a salary in the higher range.
That sounds natural and professional. Now let's go into a more emotional situation. You ask for a higher salary, and the interviewer says, "No."
That would feel disappointing.
Yes, and this moment is very important. How you respond shows your professionalism.
I might feel a bit embarrassed.
That's okay, but we don't show that strongly. Instead, we stay calm. You can say, "I understand. Thank you for being transparent."
Transparent means honest, right?
Yes, clear and open. Then you can continue, "I'm still very interested in the role."
So I don't close the door.
Exactly. You keep the opportunity alive.
That feels more mature.
Yes, it shows emotional intelligence. Now let's do a role play. I'll be the interviewer again. "We can offer $850. Unfortunately, we can't go higher."
I understand. Thank you for being transparent. I'm still very interested in the role.
Excellent. You handled that very well.
I feel more in control now.
That's the goal. Now let's talk about something many learners worry about. Silence.
Silence?
Yes. After you ask for a higher salary, there may be a pause.
Oh, that awkward silence.
Yes. Many people try to fill the silence quickly. They start talking too much.
Yeah, I would probably panic and say, actually, it's okay, 800 is fine.
Exactly. But silence is not bad. It's part of negotiation.
So I should just wait?
Yes. Stay calm. Let the other person think.
That's hard, but I understand.
Let's practice that feeling. I'll say something, then we pause. "We can offer $800.
That pause feels long.
Yes, but it gives space for decision. Now you respond calmly.
Thank you for the offer. I was hoping for something closer to $900.
Beautiful. You didn't rush, you didn't panic.
I feel more confident doing that.
Good. Now let's talk about another important skill, asking questions.
About salary?
Yes, and also about growth. For example, you can ask, is there a salary review after a few months?
Oh, that's smart.
Yes, even if the salary is fixed now, it may increase later.
So I'm thinking long term.
Exactly. Another good question is, are there opportunities for performance bonuses?
Performance bonuses.
That means extra money for good work.
I like that.
Let's practice asking a question. Repeat after me. Is there a salary review after 6 months?
Is there a salary review after 6 months?
Great. Now say, are there opportunities for performance bonuses?
Are there opportunities for performance bonuses?
Excellent. These questions show that you are serious and that you are thinking about your future.
I feel like I'm learning more than just English.
Yes, you are learning life skills. Now let's go into a longer role play. This will feel more real. I'll be the interviewer again. Thank you for your time today. We'd like to offer you the position.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited about the opportunity.
The salary for this role is $800 per month.
Thank you for the offer. Based on my experience, I was hoping for something closer to $900. Is there any flexibility?
We might be able to go up to $850.
I appreciate that. Could we also discuss the benefits package?
Yes, of course.
Are there opportunities for performance bonuses or a salary review after a few months?
That was excellent. Very natural, very professional.
I can't believe I just said all that.
You did, and you did it well. Now I want to talk about one more feeling. Fear of losing the job.
Oh, yes, that fear is strong.
Many people think, if I ask for more money, I will lose the opportunity.
Exactly, that's what I think.
But in most cases, polite negotiation does not hurt your chances.
Really?
Yes, it shows that you value yourself.
So it can actually be positive?
Yes. As long as you are respectful, it shows professionalism.
That changes my mindset a lot.
Good. Now remember this simple idea. You are not fighting, you are discussing.
Not fighting, discussing. I like that.
And when you remember that, your voice becomes calmer, your words become clearer.
I feel more ready now.
That's wonderful. Let's keep building that confidence together. Let's stay in that feeling for a moment. Calm, steady, and clear. Because this is how you want to sound in a real interview. Not perfect, not fast, just calm and confident.
I like that. It feels more real.
Yes, real communication is not about perfect grammar. It's about connection and clarity. Now let's move into one final, full situation, a complete conversation from beginning to end. This time, Chad, I want you to imagine something. You finished your interview. You did well. A few days later, you receive an email.
Okay. I open the email.
The message says, "We're happy to offer you the position."
That feels good already.
Yes. And then you read the salary. It's lower than you expected.
Ah, here comes the difficult part.
Yes. Now you have time to think. This is not a live conversation. You can choose your words carefully.
That helps a lot.
Let's build your reply step by step. Start with appreciation.
Thank you for the offer.
Good. Now show interest.
I'm very excited about the opportunity.
Perfect. Now, gently introduce your concern.
However, I was hoping for a higher salary.
Very nice. Now, invite discussion.
Is there any room for negotiation?
Excellent. Now say the full message.
Thank you for the offer. I'm very excited about the opportunity. However, I was hoping for a higher salary. Is there any room for negotiation?
That is clear, polite, and professional.
I would actually send that.
And you should feel good about sending it. Now let's imagine they reply. We can increase the salary slightly to $820.
Still not exactly what I want.
Yes, now you have a choice. You can accept, or you can continue negotiating.
Let's try negotiating one more time.
Good. You can say, "Thank you for your flexibility. Based on my skills and experience, I was hoping we could reach $900.
Still polite, but clearer.
Yes, you are guiding the conversation.
What if they say no again?
Then you decide. But no matter what, you stay respectful. You can say, "I understand. Thank you for considering my request."
That sounds very calm.
Yes, and then you choose what's best for you. Now I want to go deeper into something important: self-worth.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part.
It is, because salary negotiation is not just about money, it's about how you see yourself.
Sometimes I feel like maybe I don't deserve more.
That feeling is very common, but let's change the way you think. You're not asking for extra money, you're asking for fair value.
Fair value. That feels different.
Yes, think about your time, your energy, your skills. They all have value.
I never thought about it like that.
And when you believe that, your voice becomes stronger naturally.
Not louder, just stronger.
Exactly. Now let's do one final speaking practice. I want you to say this slowly. Feel each word. Based on my experience, I believe this is a fair salary.
Based on my experience, I believe this is a fair salary.
Beautiful. Now again, with calm confidence.
Based on my experience, I believe this is a fair salary.
That sounds grounded and very professional.
I can feel the difference.
Good. Now, before we close, let's go through a short, natural conversation. Just listen and imagine yourself in this situation. We're offering you $850 for this position.
Thank you for the offer. I really appreciate it.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, I was hoping for something closer to $950. Is there any flexibility?
We may be able to increase it slightly.
I understand. I'm open to discussion. I'm also very interested in the long-term growth opportunities here.
That's great to hear.
Could you also share if there's a salary review after a few months?
Yes, we do performance reviews every 6 months.
Thank you. That's helpful.
That's it. Simple, clear, professional.
If I could speak like that in real life, I would feel amazing.
And you can, step by step, practice by practice. You're already improving.
I feel more confident now, not just in English, but in myself.
That's the most important result, because language is not just words, it's a tool for your life.
Thank you, Mia. This was really helpful.
You're very welcome. And to everyone listening, remember this. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to ask questions. And you deserve fair value for your work. Speak calmly, speak clearly, and trust yourself. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We're so glad you're here, learning, growing, and becoming more confident every day. Take care and keep practicing.